Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show, and today we will be talking about the finals in March Madness this year, which was Baylor Gonzaga. Gonzaga, undefeated team, hasn't lost since, and they go down in a blowout. Pretty embarrassing, honestly, if you ask me. So, there's not that much to talk about the game, if we're being honest. I mean, from the start of the game, Baylor was dominating. Until the end, they were dominating. There were times when Gonzaga cut it close, like to 9, to 11, but they never got that close where it was actually a game. And yeah, I mean, there were some crazy things to go over. Um, Starting off, Jared Butler, what a day for Baylor. 22, 4 for 9 from 3, 6 for 14 from the field. Mitchell was great as well. 15, 6, and 5. Teague, 19. Vital was clutch on the boards. Huge shout out to him, 11 boards. And Flagler got 13 points. I mean, overall, what won Baylor this game was their defense and their offensive rebounding, and their rebounding in general. It was really, really amazing to watch. You look at it and you say, oh, 70, like that's pretty good. Like some teams don't get to 70 in March Madness. But Gonzaga is one of the best teams in the world. They probably are the best team in the world still. I mean, obviously Baylor beat them, so you know they may not be, but they're a top two team in the world right now. And dropping 70, let alone letting up 86, is horrendous. But most of it was just letting Baylor get into transition. The half court set, Baylor was able to score pretty easily. But really, actually, let me take a step back. Gonzaga opened in the first half with a zone, and it was a very odd zone because it was a very wide zone. A lot of the players were stretched out, and there were a lot of holes in the zone because of that. And it wasn't a good looking zone. It didn't work the whole time, and it seemed like Baylor got an open shot every single time. Even if they missed, you could look at it and be like, all right, that's a good shot. It was a good look, open look. And then they switched to man, but it's still like they weren't really able to contain them, mostly because of size when they went to man, because Baylor just kept out rebounding them. Like it felt like Baylor got 2 tries at least on every single offensive possession that they had. And yeah, it was just a very ugly game for the Gonzaga. I feel like it could be very different if they did a 3-game, 5-game, 7-game series. But at the same time, Baylor's defense is just locked down. Baylor. A lot of the reason people had Baylor in the first place, obviously they're number one. But their team was just filled with a lot of seniors. There's a lot of experience there. And when you look at it, the physicality of someone when you're 18 years old to 22, the knowledge they know of the game, the experience they have, it doesn't compare. And good for Baylor for keeping all these guys for the 4 years and making them become who they were, because they are now champions for the first time in their franchise or whatever you want to call them as a team. They are the first. It is their first championship. And they had an amazing run. They played some tough teams, but most of the way it seemed pretty easy for Baylor. It didn't seem like they had that many scares, and it was led by their defense. Wow, I mean that was a crazy game. I just did not expect that to go down like that. But it is what it is. I really wanted a close game. I'm sure a lot of people did. But I guess you could also appreciate a domination by a team, because what we just saw, it seemed like Gonzaga was 500. Their record was 500, not 31-0 at the time. So absolutely insane. That's all I really got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Baylor is the 2021 March Madness champions. And yeah, guys, have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.